Big deal. Who would have thought that a couple of massages, a gesture of interest,
That was written and meant to come out differently.
exactly like that. I can read it again if you'd like. A closed restaurant. I can try it again, but who would have ever thought a couple of massages, a gesture of interest from Stan, a closed restaurant, and a strawberry milkshake would lead to this point in time. This guy is driving around Santa Rosa looking for a meal and fervently trying to figure out how he's going to see this special lady one more time before he pulls out his anchor and pulls up his anchor and heads home or heads down to San Diego. He goes to one restaurant, it's closed. He drives all the way across town to another one, and when he walks in the restaurant, the only other person in the restaurant besides the staff is Allie. Keep it cool, Stan. He walks over, he orders lunch, and he orders the strawberry milkshake. Drops in a couple of straws, and walks over to the table and says, "Would you like to share my milkshake with me?" Gamely, she looks up and says, "Sure, have a seat." Lo and behold, we all are here today to watch the fruition of that very first fruit-flavored shake. Thank you. And it's funny how them connecting over sharing a drink is how they got together, because they love to share so much with everybody else. And even more than serving as a manifestation of the power of love, I think Allie and Stan's story provides us an even greater truth. Never underestimate the power of fruit, ice cream, and 2 organic biodegradable straws. Really though, when the good Lord brings you what you've been praying for and lovingly and patiently waiting for, brings you love, isn't that the greatest blessing of all? So it brings them here, and a time to pause and reflect on all the moments that got them here, and to look forward to everything that's to come in the future, to write your story. I'm here, we're all here, because we want those moments for you guys. We want to hope with you, we want to support you, we want to remind you that love isn't happily ever after. Love is an experience of writing your story. It's not one moment. It's not this moment. It's a whole bunch of moments. It's the big moments where you say, "I love you," where you decide to move in together, where you get married, where you make a baby, all those things. But it's also made up of millions of small moments that tie those things in together. Making a nice dinner together, binge watching Netflix and falling asleep on the couch, or just getting a hug from your spouse when you get home from a tough day at work. It's all those moments that make up the love experience. It's moments like that. These everyday moments fuse together to make the big experience. And even though the experience is so incredible, words really fail us when we try to explain it, because that's what love's about. It's really not meant to be described and explained. It's meant to be felt. But trying to describe love is one of our favorite pastimes. We take the words that we have and we write stories and poems and songs and make movies about it. But it looks different to everybody. You know, I ask people what love is, and it's all different descriptions. But what we do know is when we see it, and we see it here today with you guys. So today, we have some words about love coming from some of the people who love you most. So I'd like to invite Wendy Braden to come up and read a poem.
Well, the poem I'd like to share this evening was actually chosen by Alison, aka Allie. That's new to me, so hello, Allie. And Stan. And in addition, what Alison and Stan asked me to do was to take a moment and welcome each and every one of us. And what a welcoming you have created through these number of days that we've shared time together, laughed and smiled and gathered, and what really stood out the most for me, and it's all part of the joy of the welcoming and what has already been stated, it's love. So thank you for opening your hearts and welcoming us through time, because some are old friends and family are with us for our duration, whatever that means. And today we're welcoming not just the beauty and the union of you two together, and the joy of watching and noticing and knowing that there is a family also being created here, united together. So, hello to your daughter as well. And the blending of two families. So, what a welcoming of that, to know that your families are expanding, and so too your friends. I made so many new friends, and I know together just the days that we spent, that we can sit here and experience and celebrate this time with Alison and Stan, how fortunate we are. And may our blessings of love and our gathering that we've been able to do create the cohesion and the beauty of the foundation and the lasting memories when there's struggle and a little bit of strife and difficulty, which we all hit. That's the beauty of intimacy and relationship. I'm sure your mom and dad could say, yes. I'm sure your family as well, you know, the stories we share and friends we know. So for the good times right now and for the roads ahead, I'm sure that in this space, as we share, you can look around and know that any one of us would be here for the two of you. So, we have traveled far and wide. We are blessed for those of us who are present. And there are some who could not make it for all kinds of different reasons. So, also to them, may we welcome them into this space, whether they have a body or not. Because I know there is kin and family that wish they could be here on this special day. So from a very sense of space, I say hello to that as well, because I know that's meaningful right now. And love is a miraculous gift, a courageous offering between your two hearts and your souls. And it's so well reflected in the poem that you chose for me to share today, that you chose for yourselves on your wedding day. The Invitation by Araya Mountain Dreamer. It doesn't interest me what you do for a living. I want to know what you ache for, and if you dare to dream of meeting your heart's longing. It doesn't interest me how old you are. I want to know if you will risk looking like a fool for love, for your dream, for the adventure of being alive. It doesn't interest me what planets are squaring your moon. I want to know if you have touched the center of your sorrow. If you have been opened by life's betrayals and have become shriveled and closed from fear of further pain. I want to know if you can sit with pain, mine and your own, without moving to hide it, fade it, or fix it. I want to know if you can be with joy mine and your own, if you can dance with wildness and let ecstasy fill the tips of your fingers and toes, without cautioning us to be careful, to be realistic, and to remember the limitations of being human. It doesn't interest me if the story you are telling me is true. I want to know if you can disappoint another to be true to yourself. If you can bear the accusation of betrayal and not betray your own soul. If you can be faithless and therefore trustworthy. I want to know if you can see beauty even when it's not pretty, every day. And if you can source your own life from its presence. I want to know if you can live with failure, yours and mine, and can stand on the edge of the lake and shout to the silver full moon, yes! Let's everybody here for Alison and Stan and for yourself being alive just right now, please. Say yes!
Yes!
Yes! Yes!
Can I get an amen?
Amen! Can I get an A woman? I want to know if you can, oops, excuse me. I almost repeated myself. It doesn't interest me to know where you live and how much money you have. I want to know if you can get up after the night of grief and despair, weary and bruised to the bone, and do what needs to be done to feed the children. It doesn't interest me who you know or how you come to be here. I want to know if you can stand in the center of the fire with me and not shrink back. It doesn't interest me or where or what or with whom you have studied. Nope. I want to know what sustains you from the inside when all else falls away. I want to know if you can be alone with yourself and if you can truly like the company you keep in empty moments. You couldn't have chosen better words. Beautiful. Thank you for creating and sharing that with all of us and knowing the words that join the two of you. And the beautiful words that will be shared and more to come, I'm sure. And what a song. Wow, beautiful. This marriage is a confirmation of their love and combined magic. That's what we're here to celebrate. It is with pure delight that we gather and witness on your wedding day. Your love for each other is palpable, and it is definitely alive. And there is no doubt the depth of your love and commitment to each other. For your love has affirmed your heart's desire by the beloved presence of your daughter, who is here with us today. Stan Crossland II and Alison Cook, a.k.a. Do you have an AKA? No. Okay. Have chosen each other, and thus we are united as friends and family. Today we are all blessed to be able to gather in love. Our love is a blessing bestowed upon you and your child. These days, taking this in and the years ahead, there's so much love to be shared. It's evident. It is obvious. And you both created because of the love you shared with us. Thank you so very much. So, may we laugh aloud. We've had a lot of laughter together already. Dance wildly, yes? We're going to dance tonight? Okay. Hug deeply and openly, and commune with pure joy and happiness in the celebration of the two of you and your families. Blessings be.
All right. You fell in love by chance, but you're here today because you're making a choice. You're choosing each other. You've chosen to be with someone who enhances you, who makes you think, challenges you to be your best, makes you smile and brings warmth into every day. You're about to make promises to each other.